Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Humphreys coming to you today with some information about percentages. All right, what percentage, you ask? The percentage of your 1 rep max and why it's important. All right, so I have a chart laid out here for you and some examples we'll go through. So the NSCA, the National Strength and Conditioning Association, has some pretty solid protocols that we kind of base a lot of our stuff off of, and that's what we're going to get into right now, and that's what this chart depicts. So let's get right into it. If your goal is muscular endurance, you're probably going to be doing somewhere around 2 or 3 sets of 12 at approximately 67% or less. Why 67? I don't know. It's an arbitrary number, not really. Take it up with the NSCA. If the goal is hypertrophy, you're probably going to be working somewhere between 67 and 85%, repetitions 6 to 12, somewhere between 3 and 6 sets. All right? Now, disclaimer, these are not bicep curls, tricep extensions, man makers, wall balls, all right, things like that. We're talking about squats, deadlifts, presses, bench, all right, things that actually give you results, okay? Moving along, cleans, jerks, things like that. All right, single effort event. So 1 single effort event, maybe 2, maybe a single or a double. Let's say you're doing cleans. Maybe you want to do 5 sets of 2 cleans. Well, if you're doing 5 sets of 2 with a decent amount of rest in between, you're probably going to get up to somewhere between 80 and 90% of that 1 rep max. All right? Now, if you wanted to be able to do more than 2 cleans, say maybe 3 to 5 reps, that's what we call a multiple effort event. With that, you're probably going to have to take your percentage down to 75 to 85%, and you're going to be able to do 3 to 5 sets. Now, again, this is just ballpark figures here. Can you do more than this? Absolutely. You may hit the point of diminishing returns where if you do 7 sets of that, is it going to give you any more bang for your buck? Maybe, but you're probably safe with 5. Okay, so let's say you come in and an example would be 3 sets of 10 front squats. Okay, so you come in, you look at the board and you say 3 sets of 10 front squats. Well, if you're brand new, all right, to the training center, to the program, we'll probably have you start with about 65%. All right, 65% of your 1 rep max. If you're a little bit more of an advanced client, you may be able to work up to 75% potentially. All right, that means maybe your first set of 3 is 65%, second set 70%, maybe your third set you're all the way up to 75. Okay, let's say you come in for a 5x5. Now we're working on a little bit more strength focused. All right, so maybe it's 5 sets of 5 deadlifts. You're probably going to be working somewhere between 75 and 85%. Now, here comes the Metcon. Okay, so what's the Metcon? Metcon is a 10-minute AMRAP, as many rounds as possible, of 5 cleans, 10 push-ups, and 30 double unders. So if I use this chart, right, 5 cleans, a Metcon, it's 10 minutes. Maybe each round's going to take me 2 minutes. Maybe I'm pretty slow at double unders. Maybe that's like a 5x5. Maybe I should use 75 to 85%? Absolutely not. All right, and here's why. Metcon, con stands for conditioning, okay? This is a conditioning workout. We've already worked on strength over here with our 5x5 or our 4x8. We've knocked out the strength. Now it's time to go fast. So here's an example. Johnny has a 1 rep max clean of 225 pounds, but Johnny has maybe been out of the gym for a little while and always been doing his bicep curls and push-ups. Maybe he's really fast at push-ups. All right? So Johnny comes in and he says, all right, 225, it's 5 cleans, 10 push-ups, 30 double unders. If you use this chart, Johnny's going to be working somewhere between 170 and 190, and this is not going to be conditioning anymore because he's probably going to have to drop that barbell every time. All right? I would probably recommend to Johnny that he should go somewhere between 40 and 60%. All right, 40 is going to sound pretty light to him. 90, maybe 45%, 95 pounds. Maybe throw some 25s on there. He's probably going to be able to touch and go, right, with that 95, but he's going to get conditioned and he's going to be able to do way more work in this 10 minutes than if he had used something like a 75 to 85%. All right, now what you'll see here is that there's not an RX, and oftentimes in the Axistence program, we feel that RX can potentially be limiting, all right, for some people. And everyone is created differently, so not all men should be using the same weight, not all women should be using the same weight, all right? RX is great to shoot for, but every now and then we'll use a percentage. So on a day like this, we might say 5 cleans at 40 to 60%. Now, if you're someone who knows you're really strong, but you need to get faster and your lungs are just sucking air, you should probably be in this 40-ish%, all right? If you're somebody that wants to work on strength a little bit more during a Metcon, then go to 60, all right? But there's not a lot of need to go more than about 135 for a workout like this for Johnny, all right? So as a recap, when we're looking at squats, deadlifts, big pulls, big pushes, all right, we can use this chart, all right, 3x10, 65 to 75, 4x8, 70 to 80, 5x5, so on and so forth. When we're in a Metcon, we want to dial that back a little bit so the form stays solid and your technique stays clean, all right? 10-minute AMRAP of cleans, push-ups, double unders. Something like this is probably going to be using between 40 and 60%. If you're already super strong, maybe dial it back a little bit, all right, if you know you need some cardio. And if your cardio is rocking and rolling and you're somebody who just likes to go light all the time, take yourself out of your comfort zone and maybe push a little bit higher, all right? And with that, our talk on percentages is over. Thanks for watching.